Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 5th episode of the 4th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click it, put a password in and enjoy. So last episode, it was a return of Bernadette. Yes, good stuff. You know, we've been asking what's happened to her. How did Howard and her break up? We actually had it revealed to us last episode. So basically, she caught him cheating on her with his World at Warcraft character underneath a bridge with a troll. Basically, they was fooling around, doing stuff, and she got offended, and obviously she broke up with him. Now, he was saying, look, we've been together for ages, you know, we've never really had sex, you know, we've not really gone that far, and I've got urges, I've got needs, and it's not really real, it's just my character on a game, which I kind of agree a little bit with him. I was saying that last episode, you know, it's not as if it was real life, he was live streaming, you know, with other people. It was just a character from a game that he was just messing around with. But at the end of the day, you know, she felt upset, and they had to sit down and they had a conversation, and she decided to give him a second chance. So they went out on the day. You know, he's progressing forward in the car, he was kissing her, he was moving, he went to touch her. She was like, look, yo, slow down a little bit, do you know what I mean? He's like, well, you know, we've been on dates quite a bit now, you said that it was okay for us. And she was like, yeah, but blank slate now, we're dating, starts fresh, this is date one, we've got to move forward, I need to get to know you again. And obviously, you know, he's still on that waiting game. But like I said, it's interesting because we've been told about the 3-date rule on the show, and I wonder if that actually happens with him. But it's good to see that now we've got Bernadette back and Howard, and obviously we've got Amy and Sheldon running. I'm really happy with it, how we started so far, and I can't wait to see what we do with it. Thanks for checking out today's episode, hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
All I'm saying is, if they took all the money they spent trying to make a decent Hulk movie, they could probably just make an actual Hulk.
I think I shall share that with Amy Farrah Fowler. She'll appreciate the witticism.
Thank you.
It'll also help improve her initial impression of you.
So you're still just texting and emailing? You don't feel any need to hang out with her? You know, be in the same room?
Leonard, you are my best friend. I've known you for 7 years, and I can barely tolerate sitting on the couch with you. I suggest that your criticism is based on jealousy.
Jealousy? What do I have to be jealous of?
I have a functioning and satisfying relationship with a female. Jealousy is an ugly, green-eyed monster, not unlike the Hulk, who, by the way, also has a girlfriend.
I'm not jealous.
Leonard's not jealous. If there are an infinite number of parallel universes, in one of them, there's probably a Sheldon who doesn't believe parallel universes exist. What makes you chuckle, Leonard?
Recently? Not much.
Is it because of the conflict that arises from your desperate need to pair bond with a woman?
Shut up. Sheldon, I'm just not dating someone right now. I don't need to go to a senior center.
Meemaw resisted at first, but now she loves it.
Fine, if I don't meet someone soon, you can put me in a home.
I'd never put Meemaw in a home.
Alright, I'm interested with that, you know, the shaft that they walk up and down with on, obviously, like, the stairs, like, as it's a set, they actually do walk around it and up and down, you know what I mean? And the tape, it changes in each floor as well. I feel like as we've progressed through the seasons, the tape, I think it was just across at first, and then on some of the floors, now it's like across and half of it's falling down, and on that one, it was stripy sides. And I think we've seen more of the doors as well, of other floors. And as well, we've seen a character, it was a, you know, female, old woman or something come out the other day, didn't she? So, I do think it's pretty interesting, to be honest, that they're in this building on the 4th floor. We never really see anybody else, even when they're getting mail.
All right, I'll bow to social pressure, hey.
Excuse me, that's my girlfriend, Bernadette. I assigned her her own ringtone, Bernadette, by the 4 Tops.
I call him his phone plays brown-eyed girl. Now that I think about it, it's not so good.
You realize he's just rubbing our noses in the fact that he has a girlfriend and we don't?
You mean you don't?
You have a girlfriend? How could you have a girlfriend? You can't even speak to women.
2 words, deaf chick.
Hey.
Great. You have a girlfriend, Howard's got a girlfriend, Sheldon's got a girl who's a friend. What about you, Stuart? You have a girlfriend yet?
Oh, yeah, I met her at Comic-Con. The one place in the world where saying I own a comic book store is an actual pickup line. She wants to have sex. She puts on her plus-size Wonder Woman costume and shouts, "Who wants to take a ride in my invisible plane?"
Dude, why don't you just invoke your girlfriend pact with Wallowit?
Perfectly capable of finding a girl on my own.
You know, alright, it would actually be interesting for him to, you know, like, do his pact with Howard, because Howard was so persistent for him to do his pact with Penny, wasn't it? And it worked out good for him. He actually did, because he's with Bernadette again. The only thing that annoys me a little bit with Howard in his relationship with Bernadette is I constantly says it's my girlfriend, Bernadette, calling my girlfriend, Bernadette, here's my girlfriend, Bernadette. It's like, yo, just chill.
Are you sleeping?
No,
Are you ill?
no.
Well, you're in my
Are you
spot.
still depressed because you're alone and no one loves you? I want you to know that I'm genuinely concerned about your well-being, but it's still no reason to have your feet in my spot.
What the hell? How long has she been here?
Since we got home from the comic book store,
That was 2 hours ago.
as per your suggestion, we're hanging out. Quite frankly, I don't see what all the hoopla is about.
I understand that some people find mates in social gathering places, such as bars or taverns. Have you tried a bar or tavern?
Says that a bar is based on classic male attributes such as height, strength, attractiveness. Leonard has none of these attributes. Right, Leonard?
Go on, I'm listening.
That was rude.
He does it all the time. He's a cornucopia of social awkwardness.
I have a request.
Yes?
I'd like you to meet my mother.
He's got a girlfriend. Yeah, he's got a girlfriend.
Amy Farrah Fowler has asked me to meet her mother.
Yeah, so?
What does that mean?
You know how you're always saying that Amy is a girl who's your friend and not your girlfriend?
Uh-huh.
You can't say that anymore.
Fix it for me. Simple. You want a girlfriend. Amy wants to be someone's girlfriend. Take her off my hands. I give you my blessing.
All right, well, let me see if I can explain your situation using physics. What would you be if you were attached to another object by an inclined plane wrapped helically around an axis?
Screwed.
Do you know what actually excites me with the Sheldon thing? And I wish we don't rush him and Amy, because the fact that this is his first ever date and it's his 100% first ever relationship, I love to see somebody actually go through all of the stages of how it all works and what they need to do and how they need to impress and meeting the family, you know, trying to go out on other dates and trying to impress and then failing, do you know what I mean? And a couple of arguments here and there, and do you want to stay at my place, I stay at your place, and you know what I mean? Social engagements and just the whole stage of it. He's never done it before. It's brand new, it's fresh, he's scared, and do you know what I mean? And like, I would love to see him cracking through all the different stages, and maybe at the end of the season it could be a full-on established relationship, but right now I don't want us to jump in. I feel like this slow thing that we're doing is pretty good.
Howard, get the door! You get! You know I'm doing a bowel cleanse for my colonoscopy!
Hope you didn't hear that. What's with the t-shirt? You're working at the Apple store now?
No, it's just something I threw on.
You were pretending to work at the Genius Bar to pick up women, weren't you?
Turns out they guard the iPods, they don't guard the shirts. Long story short, they really do have a little jail in the mall. I want to invoke the girlfriend pact, Howard.
You that desperate?
No, I just, you know, I want what you have. You know, I want a woman in my life. Well, I'm off to meet Bernadette's friend. How do I look?
As if one of the plants from Invasion of the Body Snatchers duplicated you in every way, only with an absurd amount of hair gel. I'm removing my digital footprint from the internet so Amy Farrah Fowler can't find me. And
What if she just comes over?
she'll get lost. We no longer live at 2311 Los Robles. We now live at 311 Los Robles.
Who is it?
Amy Farrah Fowler.
How did she find us?
Darn, she found me. Tell her I'm not here.
Okay, where are you?
I don't know. You'll have to devise a scenario that plausibly explains my absence, keeping in mind that the key to a good lie lies in the details.
Hi, Amy. Sheldon's not here.
All right.
Thanks again for doing this, Bernadette.
Oh, I take pacts very seriously. One time at my lab, a petri dish of genetically modified supervirus went missing. That day, we made a pinky swear never to admit we crossed Ebola with the common cold.
Sorry I'm late. I was at the gym. Spin class. Worked up quite a sweat.
So Bernadette tells me she knows you from self-defense classes?
Yeah, Israeli Krav Maga. Lots of fun. Basically, 100 different ways to rip a guy's nuts off. 42!
Whoa!
Isn't she a pimp?
It's totally different to Bernadette. The thing is though, right, if you was on a date, regardless of how nice the person is or whatever, is if they didn't make the effort to appear well dressed, or do you know what I mean, or actually come clean straight from a gym class, then straight away I wouldn't be looking for the next date. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, at least you want to be with somebody who actually gives time into their appearance and actually, you know, respects the scenario and what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to come in like that, all sweaty straight from a class. It just gives a bad vibe straight away, and you could tell, you know, no matter if she is good looking or pretty, Leonard's already not catching the vibe.
Proxima Centauri's the nearest star. The celestial bodies that follow are...
What is he actually doing?
Donnie, Lock 9352, Ross 128, Procyon A, Oh, darn, that's wrong.
I thought she was going to be sat at the bottom, Amy.
Easy Aquari IB, easy Aquari IC, proceed on A. Those are the stars that are nearest to me, tra-la-la and fiddle-dee-dee.
This lobster's good on the way down and the way up. Excuse me, I have to go to the little girl's room and take a wicked whiz.
I'll go with you.
Fair warning, I had the asparagus. My pee is going to stink up the place.
Maybe she could smell him.
Sheldon?
Rats.
I believe a misunderstanding may have occurred when I asked you to meet my mother. All I want to do is present you as my boyfriend to my mother so she'll be satisfied that I'm in a relationship. I find the notion of romantic love to be an unnecessary cultural construct that adds no value to human relationships. I trust this clarification allows us to return to boy/friend/girl/friend status.
Would you like to join me for Chinese food?
Sheldon, please, you're suffocating me.
Howard, I appreciate the effort, but this is like the worst date of my life. I just know that I'm not going to spend time with someone I don't like simply to have a girlfriend. I'm okay on my own.
You got anything going for next weekend? I need a date for my cousin's wedding. And it's an open bar, so I'll probably be giving it away.
I look forward to it.
It's nice to meet you too, Sheldon. I honestly didn't believe Amy when she told me she had a boyfriend.
Oh, yes. We are like wild animals in heat. It's a wonder neither of us has been hurt.
What is he saying?
Sign off now. My hunger for Sheldon is stirring in my loins.
Oh, yes. It's time for me to make love to your daughter's vagina. Amy, I find myself wondering if we should actually engage in coitus at least one time in our relationship. Bazinga. Bedtime, please show yourself out.
Yo, I actually like Sheldon. You know what, right? Sheldon, he reminds me of a big kid. He actually does remind me of a big kid. I feel like he's like just a grown man that's just living a child's life, but like in the best way, in terms of like he has no grasp on like reality, just everything that's kind of like fun to him. Do you know what I mean? So he does a job that he finds fun. He just does, you know, dresses the way he wants to. Comic books, he has no care about people's opinions, he just cracks his little jokes, he just likes doing the simple things, but what makes him happy, and like, I really do like that side of it. That's why, like, I don't know, at first I thought he was a bit strange just because of his character and just the way he is and acts, but like, the more I get to see him, I just feel like he's a guy that does whatever he wants to do that just makes him happy, regardless of if it actually upsets anybody else, and he doesn't care if it upsets anybody else as well. He'll just say it as it is. If it's just point blank straight, like, whoa, you know, that's a bit far, or do you know what I mean? Or, oh, that's a bit hurtful. You know what I mean? He always splurges people's secrets. He can't really hold him in. He always says things that are unnecessary in awkward circumstances. But he literally, he doesn't really care. He just says it how it is and he just gets on with it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like then, you know, the Bazinga, that was decent. Again, sometimes I'm thinking, oh, you know, he says stuff and I'm thinking, oh, that'd be good. And then, no, oh, he's joking. You know what I mean? And he just sent her home then because he went to bed. He sent another girl home. Do you remember last time when Raj was making out and she comes to his bedroom and he just swapped? He's like, I'll stay in Leonard, you stay in here. Do you know what I mean? He just does what he wants when he wants. And I do you know what? I thought this episode was good, actually. It made me laugh because technically she was, when Leonard was right. You know, when she said, do you want to meet my mum? That is meaning you are my boyfriend now. But like they say boy/friend, girl/friend, do you know what I mean? Not an actual item. And again, it does tick the box that she was saying. She needed to introduce him to her to her mum to basically say, yo, we're dating, we don't have to go out anymore, we've done it, I succeeded. You know what I mean? The one date a year doesn't have to be a thing anymore. And it makes sense. Now, it's going to be interesting to see because it's like friends with benefits, isn't it? You know, two people can start having sex with each other and it's just for fun, but at the end of the day, one person, regardless if it's 1 month or 1 year down the line, will then catch a feel. And I feel like this is going to happen here, and I'm going to be interested to see if it's going to be Amy or it's going to be Sheldon who first catches feels for one another. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So Sheldon, you know, has basically confirmed that he's Amy's boyfriend, but only to her mother. And basically, you know, telling her that they're engaging in intercourse consistently. You know, that's pretty funny. And obviously, like, if you're looking at it Raj apparently's got a deaf girlfriend. We didn't even see him in this episode at all, actually, did we? You know, I mean, we did, but basically, might as well not. I might as well have been in the episode. He only had like 2 lines, you know what I mean? He basically said he had a deaf girlfriend, and I'd be interested to see that. Honestly, I really would be. It's probably the perfect match for Raj, isn't it? You know, somebody who can't speak to women, yeah? He could speak to her through sign language. If he could learn how to do it, boom, mate. Perfect match for him. And I'd be interested to see it. And the perfect scenario would actually be 4 couples towards the end of the show. You know what I mean? Like, people going out, all on dates, all doing activities. Today as well, I like the double date between these two. Obviously, it wasn't a penny one in the episode at all. Literally at all. Don't even think we've seen her once, which is very interesting. But, you know, Howard and Bernadette went on a date with Leonard and one of Bernadette's friends. Now, interesting, like I was saying, she turned up basically not even dressed for the date. Straight from the gym, not really having any manners at the table. It doesn't seem like, anyway. And obviously, when it looks like he's about to break up with her because it's not going well and he's saying it's the worst date of his life, the proposal, basically, of possibly having sex in a week's time, obviously kept him right on track, and he's saying, yeah, sure, fair game, I'll come to the wedding with you. Said it before, say it again on the channel. If a woman offers a man sex, basically, they just think, not with the head, with below. And, you know what I mean? They seem to basically do whatever it is that they say. Jump how high, you know what I'm saying? So, it'd be interesting to see if she's in it anymore, or if it was just, obviously, for the comical parts of, obviously, today's episode. And I'm actually interested with Penny, actually. Why was she not here in this one? Maybe she was busy doing something, but, you know, now thinking back on it, hardly any Raj, no Penny. But that's the beauty of having extra characters in the show like Bernadette and Amy, that if one cast member is not really in it much, you can just push the other people in and you don't even notice they're not there. Do you know what I mean? So that's the beauty of having extra people. But thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.